I've heard so much on gratitude journaling lately and how wonderful it is for you, but actually starting a habit and sticking to it is very challenging. Hi, I'm Scott. I founded penandjournal.com, and I help people use journaling to improve their focus, their productivity, and their mindfulness. And today, we're going to talk about how to keep a gratitude journal that you can stick with. So many times we start a gratitude journal or we start some kind of journaling practice, and a matter of days or even weeks, or maybe even the first time, it's done. You've never see it again. So we're going to work on that. I've got some tips to share with you on that, as well as I want to talk about why gratitude journals are important and how to write in a gratitude journal, as well as those tips that I was just talking about. So stay tuned to the end for the tips. So there are decades of research about gratitude journaling and how it does help your mind and your soul and your body, believe it or not. There's a lot of research. I have links in the description that will show you how your physical being is improved. Your posture, your muscles, your respiratory system, your sleep, all these things are improved with gratitude, having a sense of thankfulness. And I believe that sense of thankfulness is something that is really affects your posture, affects your mental posture with others. So when you're thankful for someone for sending something your way, say it's an act of service or quality time or gifts or words of affirmation, these are easy to be grateful for. Okay, so now that I've sold you on gratitude and gratitude journaling, let's talk about how to write in your journal about gratitude or gratitude statements. It's not just I am thankful for or I am grateful for. There's more to it, and it's something that should be taken fairly seriously. So if you want to be grateful for the pen that you're writing with or the journal that you're writing in, that's fine. But use those just as a springboard to get into it a little bit more personally. Go a little deeper. Gratitude is one of those things that the harder you ring the bell, the louder it sounds. So to ring the bell very hard when it comes to gratitude is to go deeper. Go into who you're thankful for or who are you grateful for. Really the person behind the gift or the person behind the act of service or the person behind the words of affirmation. To be grateful for them is how you get into you really get into gratitude. Additionally, quality over quantity is really important. When you're writing gratitude statements or you're journaling about gratitude, if you have 100 things that you're grateful for, writing all those down is fine. But really to have one or two things that you're grateful for, to really sink into those one or two things and really think through why are you grateful for them and really processing them mentally, that's where real value comes in, is to go a little slower, go a little deeper, and quantity is fine, but not nearly as important as quality. Along with that same thought, the research has shown that good, solid gratitude journaling a couple of times a week is much more beneficial than a lot of surfacey gratitude. If you're writing, tons and tons of gratitude statements every single day, 7 days a week, that's not nearly as impactful to you, to your mind, body, and soul, as if you were just to write gratitude statements and gratitude journaling 2 times a week, but really be deep and personal about it. Before we go any further, would you like and subscribe this video? I would like to connect with you. I've got links in the description for an Instagram account and a Facebook group. I would love it, absolutely love it if you were to connect with me there, as well as a website. There's a free journaling Kickstarter worksheet that I have for you. You can download that and get going in your journaling practice. And the last thing about gratitude statements is that when you find someone that you're grateful for, and you read through your gratitude journal and you review it and you find 2 to 3 people or even one person that you continue to come back to that you're grateful for, I would like to challenge you to reach out to them and say thank you in person, or write them a letter or send them a card. An email is fine, but everybody gets an email. It goes to the spam box so quickly. But make a concerted effort to tell that person that you're grateful for them or you're thankful for them and why. And that's really where the rubber's going to hit the road. It's when you really turn yourself inside out and you really start to connect with yourself and your soul and your mind. Gratitude is one of those things that's been around for years and years. I think in the Bible there's like 1,000 references of it, and that's like the oldest document in the history of the planet. And there's just so much into, how gratitude really affects you in the Bible that I can't turn away from that idea, is that this is really good for you. This is like ancient magic, so to speak. Okay, so that was the how of gratitude journaling and how you should go a little deeper and why you should go a little deeper. Let's talk about those tips. These are 3 things that you can use to really kind of set that habit in motion. Again, you're talking about 2 times a week to do this gratitude journaling. What I'd like you to do is get a dedicated journal. Get something that is small, something that's compact, something that's easy to place anywhere. So have a dedicated journal for your gratitude. The second thing I'd like you to try to do is to watch your routine, especially your morning routine. Look at your morning routine. What are you doing? You're getting up and you're brushing your teeth and you're doing your morning thing. At some point in your morning routine, there will be a place that you continually come back to. For me, it's like the kitchen counter. I continually come back to the kitchen counter every morning. I somehow, whether I'm getting a coffee cup or whatever I'm doing, that kitchen counter is there. So what I do is leave a gratitude journal on the kitchen counter. It doesn't have to be out as a show, but it could be someplace kind of inconspicuous, but it's your gratitude journal. You're gonna keep it there. The reason you're gonna keep it there is it's a visual trigger. So when you see that, you start thinking about gratitude and take the time, 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes, even sometime during that afternoon or during that morning to think about gratitude, and then start to write it down. Go a little deeper with it. But that visual trigger is super, super important to sticking with gratitude journal. It's only 2 times a week. Keep it in a place where you can see it on your morning routine. And the last tip is to really commit. Write in your gratitude journal, I will write in this gratitude journal 2 times per week. And keep track. Keep a habit tracker in there if you'd like. But that commitment is more than just like, yeah, it'd be nice, or it would be nice, or I'll journal if I feel like it. I have other videos. I can put a card up. Willpower and motivation isn't really all that dependable when it comes to things like this. You have to commit, and you have to go beyond willpower and motivation and set up a system that will help you remember to journal in your gratitude journal. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you next time.